I'm a handler. Know how I had it go? I'm a handler. Steady smoking. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I just like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to TH Left Little Law, after law. You dig what I'm saying? But I ain't finna be disrespecting the dead, because that ain't got nothing. That ain't none of my business. That ain't none of my business. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, though. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get straight to the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Or we got a BR rapper doing some more stupid shit. I don't know what it is about Baton Rouge people. God damn, y'all niggas slow, man. Let's go ahead and see what y'all got going on today.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
I want to shout out to Tootie.
Tootie Raw? Ain't never talking about Lil Boosie, son. Never.
Big Sid.
Okay.
60 game Mike, 60 game Mike. You know,
AMT Mike, yeah.
You know, Freely KJ, Free Cole, Freely David, shit, Free Ocean. I could keep going on and on. Free all my partners, man.
Free the innocent man.
Pull up, let up 60. Bitch. You know standing on that business. Look, if I ever come up dead, you know I stood on business. Several of they partners out of bed. Giant line, coast of heat.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge police have arrested this man, Rashawn Alexander, in connection with a deadly shooting.
It was a major mix-up at Parish Prison.
A rapper accused of murder with a long list of prior arrests was able to post bond and leave.
Accused of conspiring to commit murder.
How stupid do your jail system gotta be for you to let a convicted killer out of jail on accident? Like, it's been I ain't gonna lie, this is not the first time I heard like some just stupid ass shit going on with people working them up and not knowing what the hell going on, letting the wrong people out. That's just like, do people lose their job over that? Or do people just like let it slide and be like, oh yeah, it's whatever, like, you feel me, he messed up one time. Now, like, you're supposed to go to jail over that shit. Hold on 1 second. Pluto's doing something. He was being a bad boy, so I told him he was a bad boy.
Witnesses are now in jail. BRPD says all 5 are part of the 60 gang.
A penal facility. Investigators say Gibson had a relationship with inmate Rashawn Alexander. Alexander allegedly paid her to bring in that contraband to the jail. Detectives learned about the scheme while examining phone records related to that 60 gang case that Joe Collins just told you about.
Some people would be funny and call this the perfect love story, depending on who you're talking to. Today we talk about a Baton Rouge, Louisiana rapper who got his gang indicted while incarcerated, all because he was having a romantic relationship with one of the deputies.
Wow.
Who was feeding him contraband and information. Now, local authorities is claiming that this rapper had conspired to put a hit on a witness in this case. Now, we'll later go over that this man is arrested for second-degree M. He'd been arrested since 2023, which just 3 months ago. This is a man who was let out of jail by mistake. We'll later go over the details, but it seems he made a rap music video and turned himself in 24 hours later. In this video, we go over his story, the good, the bad, and some would say a repeated pattern of self-destruction. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Fam, meet Rashawn Alexander, a.k.a. Hot Boy Do. Just 21 years old, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This is a man who's known for his music. Some would say known for causing havoc in his community. He has ties with big name artists like Fredo Bang. He reps 60 gang allegedly, TBG and Bleeders. But his whole MO is pull up, give me 60. 60 gang, or anything with a reference with the number 60.
Right. So you grip.
Pull up, let up 60. Bitch. You know.
I want to shout out to Tootie. You hear me? 60 gang man.
Right.
Big Sid. 60 game Mike.
Sticking the park is crazy with the kids around.
AMT Mike, yeah.
You know, Freely KJ, Free Cole, Freely David, shit, Free Ocean. I could keep going on and on. Free all my partners, man.
Now that was Hot Boy Do in an interview released a little over a year ago with Keeping It Real with Snoop. Even in his music, you hear him rapping 60. Now some would say his known oppositions, people affiliated with NBA. He was even rumored to allegedly have shot an NBA member, Big B, even once trolling him at a local gas station where he allegedly got shot at, Pump 8. He mentioned this in songs as well. Big B was asked about this on Future's TV. This what he had to say.
It ain't gonna be like how you think you gonna do it. And that shit ain't gonna work like that.
Right.
It ain't gonna work like that.
So who was you coming up listening to, bro? Was it like Boosie being that Baton Rouge and shit? Like who was you listening to?
Shit like that, Boosie. You know, I was young, Wayne and shit like that. Around my time, I was young, so I listened to Boosie and Wayne and shit like that.
Now, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about this because this is like a year ago. You got shot in your leg, right?
Yeah.
At the gas station and whatnot. What was that time like for you though, bro? Because people, you know, a lot of people was covering that story.
Shit. That shit ain't about nothing. Nigga just a bitch, the nigga ain't dead. So shit. That shit ain't about nothing.
Well, I was doing my research. It said that I guess the person that shot at you or something, that he died. Is that true?
Nah, but people, they just making stories and all kind of shit, shit.
Yeah, I don't be like that. That's the one thing well, that's a lot of things I don't like about the internet. But why every time you go on the internet, they making a new story about you and saying that you did this and you this killer and you did. Why can't people just be a regular people? Like, you feel me? You just like, why are you even putting stories out there? What does that do for you? They don't get you no money or no clout. You're just throwing weird stories out.
How did that shit change you?
Shit, nigga just shit. Nigga just gotta be on everything. You just gotta be on it. That just let me know, shit. Be on everything. Everything.
Now, on March 5th, 2023, 35-year-old Nicholas Williams was found shot to death laying in the middle of the
just
street.
like goddamn
May he rest in
Illuminati.
peace.
That's crazy.
I love condolences to his family.
Crime Tracker report this morning, police identifying the victim in a deadly shooting in North Baton Rouge.
Police say 35-year-old Nicholas Williams was found shot to death on Aliquippa Street Sunday night around 8 p.m. Right now, police do not have a suspect or a motive at this time. So if you have any information that may help police, you are urged to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 344-7867.
2 weeks later, it was reported that a man out on bond was arrested in the March 5th, 2023 murder, possibly wearing a court-ordered ankle monitor when the crime occurred. That man was later identified as Hot Boy Do. He was later arrested. 20 years old at the time, Rashawn Alexander was taken into custody and booked for first-degree M, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and possession of marijuana, and illegal use of a weapon. According to the parish record, Alexander was arrested in May of 2022 for violating a protective order, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and possession of a stolen firearm. Documents say Alexander posted a $22,500 bond in July 2022 and was ordered to abide by a curfew and wear an ankle monitor. In October 2022, a note was sent from Alexander Ankle Monitor Service to the judge presiding over his case. The note said Alexander did not the battery charge on the device and had left the state without approval.
Wow.
He was due in court March 1st, 2023, but he didn't show up. 4 days later, Baton Rouge Police Department accusing him to taking the life of William. Once again, may he rest in peace.
So he went on a run because he was scared?
Later, on the third week of July in 2024, it was reported that a murder suspect accidentally let out of jail, but turns himself in hours later. And fam, you guessed it, that man was later identified as Hot Boy Do. For reasons still unclear, there was no longer documentation holding Alexander in jail, and the jail allowed him to post a $260,000 bond. But unfortunately for Hot Boy Do, he would go to Instagram, take a picture, do a music video for a song title at the bottom, and quickly turned himself back in the next day.
Tripping, I'm going on a run. I ain't tripping. You have to catch me.
With a major mix-up at Parish Prison.
A rapper accused of murder with a long list of prior arrests was able to post bond and leave. The district attorney is not happy about this breakdown in communication. Bess Casserly and the WBRZ investigative unit sorting out how this happened.
Well, Sylvia, Rashawn Alexander, known locally as rapper Hot Boy Do, has been in and out of jail for several years. Prosecutors thought his most recent arrest for murder would have kept him in jail until trial, but that didn't happen.
This is video of Rashawn Alexander leaving the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison early Wednesday morning.
The jail let him go.
The problem is, the district attorney says he wasn't supposed to be released.
Apparently, he paid the commercial bond, and no holds were reflected at the prison for whatever reason, and he was able to bond out like anyone else would have.
The 21-year-old rapper has been in Parish Prison since March of 2023, waiting to stand trial on a charge of second-degree murder. Baton Rouge police arrested him then, accused of shooting and killing Nicholas Williams. At the time, Alexander was out on bond for other charges. On Tuesday, during a routine motion hearing, Judge Tarvald Smith found no probable cause for one of those charges involving possession of a firearm. For reasons still unclear, there was no longer documentation holding Alexander in jail, and the jail allowed him to post a $260,000 bond and leave.
Despite the judge finding no probable cause on one case. They had multiple other cases, including murder, and that everyone understood that the hold was still in place on all of the other charges.
District Attorney Hiller Moore says he's not sure where the breakdown in communication happened. When they left the hearing Tuesday, no one was under the impression that Alexander would be allowed to bond out.
But I don't know where any miscommunication could have happened, but that's obviously what happened.
Before police arrested Alexander on a charge of murder, the court ordered him to wear an ankle monitor. He has been in and out of jail for various charges, including misdemeanor domestic abuse and drug and gun possession. According to the monitoring company, Alexander wasn't taking his supervision seriously.
We filed a Article 66 subpoena because we continued to get notice that his battery was remaining low. And he continued to violate. He would go out of the state while on the ankle monitor, and we asked that his bond be revoked.
That was 18 months.
I ain't gonna lie. You a bold ass person to be just taking your ankle monitor out of the state and you goddamn doing all this shit without permission and you facing a body? You fighting a body? Crazy. I wasn't even trying to do that, and I had like a little petty ass charge. I was not trying to.
Ago. And just 3 months later, in March of 2023, police picked him up on charges of possession of a firearm, driving a stolen vehicle, violating a protective order, and ultimately tied him to the murder, which police say is caught on camera.
He's surely one that we've been keeping a close eye on, and his history proves that he deserves to be watched.
Alexander's lawyer, Ryan Thompson, says his client has constitutional rights to a bond, and it appears he's being denied that right.
Is he not an American citizen? Meaning, is he not innocent until proven guilty?
Now, the mistake was noticed immediately, and the DA's office notified the judge, and the judge issued a new arrest warrant. Alexander turned himself in this morning and is back in custody tonight.
So now we caught up. Here it is, the first week of October of 2024. Hot Boy Do and still incarcerated. But now he get word from a deputy that somebody in his gang is about to testify on his M1 case. Her name was Tybricia Gibson, 26 years old. She had worked at the parish prison since 2019, but deputies got word that she was bringing in contraband for Hot Boy Do. After further investigation and listening to phone calls, they found out that she also gave information on a witness that was a part of the alleged 60 gang who planned on testifying against Hot Boy Do. But knowing how them people play, fam, they waited. They wanted to build the case. They had the motive, but they sat back and waited to see what Hot Boy do. And he allegedly tried to put a hit on this witness, according to authorities.
Of course he did.
It started in August. A district attorney investigator was monitoring the jail phone call by Dedrick White, one of the 60 gang suspects. He was talking to his brother Lance White and having Lance White send Instagram messages to another inmate, Rayshawn Alexander, via Instagram, quote, to coordinate the exchange of contraband, end quote. On August 19th, investigators were able to record video of the handoff of the smuggled package and then intercept drugs and a cell phone based on what they learned listening to inmates' phone calls. Dedrick White and Alexander were charged with bringing contraband into a penal institution. In September, both White and Alexander moved to a jail in East Carroll Parish. Although White was later returned to East Baton Rouge, the district attorney office continued to listen to their phone calls. They're trying to protect them or something, end quote. The warrant quotes her saying, Alexander asked if he'd been talking to the police, and she said that she had not seen him do that. Eventually, investigators were able to identify Gibson as the person talking to Alexander, according to the warrant. Gibson told investigators she and Alexander had been in a relationship for several years. But let's pause. Out the gate, we know she telling everything. She said that after his arrest in 2024, he started sending her money via cell phone apps, and she bought an envelope she got from Alexander's brother, Rayshawn Alexander, containing unknown contraband. The sheriff's office said Rayshawn and Rayshawn Alexander will also be charged with smuggling things into the jail. And as for Gibson, she was later fired and arrested.
Accused of conspiring to commit murder and intent. Witness are now in jail. BRPD says all 5 are part of the 60 gang and they face multiple charges. 4 of the members were arrested previously by BRPD for several charges, including narcotics violations, weapons violations, and other violent crimes, including murder. The 5th member was arrested after detectives searched an apartment on Pampa Street.
It's been an ongoing investigation. Our detectives have been gathering evidence through a course of a few months to make sure we have a solid case against these perpetrators.
Collins reporting they're new tonight. That investigation led to of a deputy working at the parish prison. The East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office fired Tabricia Gibson and booked her for malfeasance in office and entering contraband into.
And the crazier part about all this shit be, she's a girl. So even when she do go to jail and prison and all that shit, it's not gonna be as bad as a man going to jail. Never, ever in life. It's never gonna be like, not to say, I ain't never heard of one time a female inmate getting stabbed, a Glock dookie. I ain't never heard none of that happen in a female prison. Worst I heard is like some of them be having, you know what I'm saying, relations with the guards. That's the only thing I be hearing. So, hey man, look, just stop doing stupid shit. Because when you do stupid shit like this, and like you got a record and it add up, you could have at least got out on bond. Now you're bond folks, you're going in and out of the stage, you're putting hits out on witnesses, all type of shit. In Louisiana, hard labor, 50 years, it's over with for you, probably for life.